market update for the months of the March 2022. That is our subject today.
I'm so excited, but first let's hit it. Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel.
And if this is your first time in our channel and you wanted to know everything about Greenville, Winterville, and all the Pitt County, please subscribe on our channels and hit that ring bell, and also gives us thumbs up and support our channel.
Honestly, we get calls, texts, emails all the time for people looking to move, shift, my favorite, upsize, downsize, relocate, or just buy in Greenville or the surrounding area. We love helping people. We love helping everybody. So please don't be shy. Please call us, and I love talking to you.
Without any further ado, let's jump to the list, and also stay tuned with the channel because we wanted to provide for you, either you are a buyer or seller, that what we think is the time is for you in the months of March 2022.
Right, so that is going to be relevant to anybody in the area or looking to come to our area, because all parts of the country and all parts of the world are, very different right now. So, and it is what it is, and so let's hit it.
For sure, we wanted to start Greenville and versus Winterville.
Yes.
Therefore, I covered Greenville and my wife covers Winterville. And we wanted to start the list with the number of homes that we have for sale the last 30 days. In Greenville was 230, and it went down for 2.8%.
So homes for sale in Winterville was 151, which is up 0.2%.
Which is very small.
Yeah, tiny.
And new to the market, the last 30 days in Greenville was just 98 homes, and we had increase of 11.1%.
In Winterville, it was up 41 homes, which is up 15.3%.
And off the market properties in 30 days in basically Greenville was 1,076 homes, which is 31.5% increase.
And then it was 322 in Winterville, which is up 63.5%.
Average home price in Greenville basically went up 2.4%, and it got to $291,183.
So home prices in Winterville went up 1.7%, and that is $309,759.
And average sold price home in Greenville for the last 30 days got to $248,152, is still 2.5% increase.
And the average sold in Winterville is $270,836, which is a 1.8% increase.
Yes. Oh. And the sold homes the last 30 days was 107 homes and went down for 1.8%.
And homes sold in the last 30 days here in Winterville was 42, which is down 4.5.
And now we're going to go to the price reduction. For Greenville, we got 6 price reduction, 20% up, but when we are talking about the price reduction is very minimal.
Price reductions in Winterville were 2 homes in the whole month, and that's a 0% change. So homes did not really change prices.
Price per square footage in Greenville was $136, and it went up 1.5%.
It's really the same here in Winterville, so we do have something the same. $136, which is up 0.7%.
And basically, sold to listed ratio went to 445.8% and went down basically 87.4%.
So that would be a $247.1% in Winterville.
For sure. And then now we're talking about absorption rate, which basically measure of supply and demand.
Measures.
If you compare the February 2022 with the February 2021, we went from 0.7% to 0.45, which we had decrease of 35.7%.
So we went from 0.53 to 0.7, which is a decrease of 20.75% in Winterville.
And let's say for if the numbers goes up, means is the seller market, and if the numbers goes down is the buyer market. And we see that basic what?
Well, what? No, we see what?
We see the number actually decrease, which means is actually the time that you as a buyer also is the time that you can start shopping.
It's a little bit more of a buyer. Yay, this month. Days on the market though. Let's move into that.
Days on market didn't change that much. It was 4 days in February last year, and it was 4 days average in this year.
Winterville 3 and 3, so
Therefore,
3 days on the market.
We didn't change that much.
Okay, so let's hit Ayden and Farmville with our
And
same type
the
of
other
numbers.
two growing area around in Pitt County is our Ayden and Farmville.
Oh, that's how we want to
Ayden
say it.
has a lot of new homes, and also Farmville.
Farmville's growing too.
And we wanted to hit the list.
Before we get into it, let me talk about Farmville real quick. Okay,
Yes.
so I was reading these articles about how they're planning this like commercial construction in commercial gateway, I should call it, as they're calling it. And it's going to go from Raleigh right here to Greenville. And if that happens, and if I'm reading in the news articles correctly, then this means that especially Farmville is going to explode because it's right there on the way down. Farmville, Fountain, which is this tiny, tiny little town.
Yes.
But if they are going to still building these things, these small areas in Pitt County are going to see exponential growth. So I just kind of want to throw that out there because they are good investments and they're a little cheaper than Greenville right now.
Exactly. Therefore, expect to buy a property and appreciation because all this development and the money was around like $150 million budget that we were talking about.
Okay, so let's hit the numbers though with Ayden and Farmville.
The homes for sale the last 30 days was 47.8
in Ayden.
In Ayden. I'm taking the Ayden, my wife taking the Farmville. 8.5% decrease.
In Farmville it was 11. There's not that many homes in Farmville, smaller. 21.3% increase.
New to market in Ayden in the last 30 days was 50.9% decrease.
And in Farmville, it was 7. Let's move on.
And the off the market in the 30 days was 96 home, 27.3% decrease.
85 in Farmville.
And the average home price in 30 days was $301,225, which was 1% up. And the reason is, if you're questioning here, because we have a lot of brand new homes in Ayden.
There are a lot of new construction happening in Farmville too, but it hasn't happened yet. So Farmville is $252,791.
And it's still 18.8% increase. An average sold price the last 30 days in Ayden was $370.
And this is why Farmville is still a good deal if people are looking for deals and still staying close to Pitt County, because it was $161,100.
Therefore, we had 46% for Ayden and 5.8% for the Farmville. The sold the last 30 days in the Ayden was 16 homes, 23.1% up.
And 5 in Ayden, which is 25% up.
Price per square footage, $141. Again, lots of brand new construction. And 1.4% went up.
Price per square foot, $132, and that new construction is coming in Farmville.
88.2% also up for the Farmville.
Mm-hmm.
And sold to list ratio was 160%.
And sold it to list ratio in Farmville, 500%.
500%. Now, let's hit the absorption rate. We talk about that absorption is measure of the supply and demand. Comparing the February 2021 and February 2022, we went from 1.36 in 21 to 1.2.
Which is?
Which is 11% decrease. That, again, that is a good sign for you to buy.
Okay, absorption rate for Farmville was last year 1.23, and this year it is 0.75, which is a change of 39.2% change, which means it's also a good time.
Good time for the purchase.
Days on market.
Days on market, February 2021, 9 days. Now in February 2022, 18 days. Therefore, 100% went
Ayden. In Farmville, it's kind of more the same. 13 days 2021, 12 days in 2022, which means it's actually less time stays sitting on the market, which is a negative 7.69. So, anyway, those are our numbers. So let's now talk about why it's a great time to sell first, and then we're going to talk about why it's still actually a good time to buy, at least in our area. So let's talk about selling, right?
Yes.
So if we're talking about selling, just like the rest of the country, really right here in our little neck of the woods in Eastern Carolina, where it is a lovely 80 degrees yesterday, 50 degrees today, probably going to be
59 degrees,
59, whoa. Okay, so anyway, our supply is super low. And if supply is low, that means that you are now get to get more premium prices. And if you have premium pricing, that means that if you want to go somewhere else, now is a great time to sell your home and get into that next home. And if you don't have one, call us if you're in the local area. I know, I had to throw it out there. Now, let's talk about buying, because buying is a whole different, especially when you're a first-time home buyer and you want to get into a home. Unlike most of the country, we do have homes that are affordable, which is amazing opportunity for many, many people. And I can't say that about all of the country. I hear about how they want to connect us to Raleigh, and I think, oh my goodness, how are people going to find homes? Because I see those numbers happening there, and if they bring that crazy numbers here to us, whew, I hope I have
another thing that is.
But it means right now, though, in 2022, for buyers, it means it is still, because we have good prices here, where we're not crazy numbers like in other parts of the country. It is a great time to actually buy, get yourself locked into a house, make sure that you have a piece of land that is yours and yours alone, that nobody can take away from you, to where it is fixed pricing, fixed everything, so that you know what you have to pay every single month in order to live, and it doesn't change no matter what. So inflation doesn't matter. You're in a house where you are, it's your own four walls, and they protect you.
Another thing that is fortunate is that when the interest rate went down
a little bit, yay!
And because of the craziness around the world, that we don't want it to go there, but the interest rate almost went from 0.4 to 0.5% down, which is, for you as a buyer, is really good.
A really another time to lock down what it is and lock down that home. And we are having a lot of good luck lately with helping people lock into what they want. So we hope this was... Anything else you want to add?
We hope that this video was helpful, give you some insight about the market update. And still, if you are searching for a home or you wanted to sell a home, please call us. We are here for you. We are helping to get the stress out of your shoulder. Yes. Makes a life easier for you, because we know the subdivision and all area around here.
And we're not going to lie to you. We like to keep things honest. If we think it's a bad deal, we're going to tell you it's a bad deal. If we think, and my goal is to help match people to homes, and that is finding what you want and then finding that home that matches what you want.
And have a wonderful weekend, guys, and talk to you soon. Thank you.